all the battles. Was out all day, man. I get home, turn on the Twitch, and I see Lush One talking about tacos. Um, salute Lush One, because one thing that we gotta salute is the fact that Lush One got sober. He seems to be in a happy place. Seems to be in a good place in his life. So that's always a dope thing. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just chose the wrong words there, but anyway, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people struggling with addiction, and to see them overcome that kind of thing is always a great thing. It's not an easy one either. Also, salute the Lush One. I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I'm trying to contain myself right now, trying not to flip out. Um, it's kind of weird though how they have that whole thing. So when they do the when Lush is sitting there talking about tacos and all this other shit, right? I can't comment in the chat because I didn't subscribe. So you have to subscribe so you can follow their channel to watch the stream live. But in order to do other things, you have to subscribe to them, which is different prices and for different reasons. To my understanding, paying those prices, so on and so forth, not only gives you access to other stuff, but it also puts it where you get there's no commercials. So yeah, man. Also, link is in the description. Go follow my art channel. Um, I'm just frustrated. I don't understand this. So, disaster versus Frak happens. Disaster decides he's gonna go first, and it's typical disaster. Now I understand what a lot of people gonna say, Jay. You know you don't rock with disaster. Here goes why. The dude shows up in the first round straight up rambling. It don't even sound like he even wrote any of that shit. He sounds like he's rambling. Sounds like he's straight freestyling that whole first round, and it wasn't good. What makes it crazy? I'm looking at my scores here, and his first round is actually the best round that he had, in my opinion. Frak goes, and Frak is sitting there like dominating this round, like clearly dominating. Not only this, he got angles from him, he got some bars from him, and in true Frak fashion, he got some sarcastic ass jokes and shit like that in there. And the first round is clear. I don't know how there could be a debate. I'm looking at the chat, and I'm gonna say 90 to 95% of that chat is saying that shit disaster doing was manure. About 98% of that chat is saying 1-0 Frak. So this is not about no hate, man. All you guys have to do is look at that chat. If you was in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. Boom. Second round goes. Disaster sitting here with more bullshit. Like, yo, listen. Bottom line, I understand that there's a lane for what he does, and there are people who listen. There are people who this man could do no wrong, and that's cool because there are other battle rappers like that. He is not the only one. It's not cool. I'm just saying you understand he's not the only one. But Frak goes in that second, yo, my man. Frak is sitting here dismantling the shit out the dude. Then sits there and baits him because if you watched SoCon versus Disaster, SoCon pulls out a file. It might have been a fake file because if you ever watched SoCon versus I think it was QP, was it Quantum Physics? SoCon has a battle where he pulls out a file. I think it was against Quantum Physics, and in the file I think it was his rap sheet or something like that. So in SoCon's battle with Disaster, he pulls out a file, and before anything could be said, Disaster snatches the file out of SoCon's hand and tears it up. Stupid shit. It was stupid. Because we all know he's picking and choosing who he would do that to. That's another subject, though. So he does it to Frak. Frak pulls out a paper, and he snatches the paper out of Frak's hand. And when he does that, Frak, on some funny shit, goes, cool, I showed up with another one. He was like, yo, I knew you was going to do that, so I pulled up with another one. And had a copy. Later on, after the battle, when they're talking to Frak, they said, yo, what you would have did had he torn up that paper too. He said, "Oh, I had a third one," and goes in his pocket and pulls out another copy of the paper. Salute to Frak. That was funny as hell. It was a dope ass moment. Definitely shook the room with that moment. And it was just clever, but it was something you should think that Frak would do. Is just like, yo, that was funny. That was funny as hell. And then again, he continued his round on to dominate that round against Disaster. We get into the third round, and Disaster's just doing more of the same. I mean, maybe this third round shit sounded just slightly at the beginning a little more structured. I don't know, man. This shit was just I don't see it. Frak is dismantling this dude and starts breaking down like, yo, how you go from dissing King of the Dot to then running over to URL. Basically, he's like, yo, you used to diss all the URL rappers and diss URL. Then you started dissing King of the Dot and went over to URL. Then you basically jumping back and forth to King of the Dot when URL has no interest in you. That band legacy bar they had was fucking fire. Frak is dismantling this man. All 3 rounds. The judges go. The first judge, I don't know who this guy is. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't know who he is. He don't know who the hell I am. His name is R&B or some shit like that. I don't know if you guys know who he is. I don't remember ever seeing this dude with King of the Dot. Maybe. I don't know. And he's talking about it's a draw. My man, this is a fucking tournament. This is a tournament. This isn't Fight Club where they used to go 3 rounds, 60 seconds, and then the judges got to see another one. And if you look at Fight Club, they had like celebrities and different people there judging these battles, and it was always, we got to see more. We got to see. Yo, that's not how this shit works. Where the fuck did you get a draw? And then, to my understanding, they gave them, I guess, like not instructions. I'm not saying that, but criteria that they want them to judge based off of. And my man came out and said it's a draw. First off, how the fuck are you sitting there watching this talking about it's a draw? What it is that's the more popular battle rapper, and nobody wants to sit there and tell him anything. How does it look for them to see Disaster lose to Frak? But the thing is, he didn't lose. He got his ass whipped. Frak was whipping his ass all 3 rounds. Cool. Dude goes, and Lush comes out and tells homeboy, yo, nah, man, there can't be no draw. Just step to the side and come up to your decision. The next dude comes, right? Wasn't another dude who said, yo, it was the first 2 rounds was a draw and the 3rd round was Disaster? My man, what the fuck were you watching? I don't know what these dudes was watching. There's no way you're sitting there judging battle rap. If you're sitting there judging battle rap, there's no way that you saw not only this battle not going Frak's way, but I can argue that everybody should have Frak 3-0. Cool. My man got 2 draw rounds and a Disaster one in the 3rd, which means Disaster got a vote. The next dude, Disaster. First off, K-Doz. I'm surprised as hell from K-Doz. First off, salute to him for getting an opportunity to judge the tournament. That is dope. That's a great look. Salute to K-Doz. But K-Doz is somebody who I watch, and most of the time, even though I give him shit sometimes with some of his, no one's going to agree with all of us 100%. There are people who don't like, my take sometimes, and that's cool. But I don't always agree with his take, but it comes from a more logical standpoint. This shit right here, there's nothing logical about what K-Doz is doing. And then K-Doz, I'm going to keep it real with you. You sitting there talking about, they were both dope, they were both fighters. No, the fuck they wasn't. No, they wasn't. No, they wasn't. And I'm not the only one feel that way. Again, all you got to do is look at social media. All you got to do is look in the chat. There are people who started off. If you go and look at it, there was people who felt from the beginning. There was people in the chat saying, yo, watch this, kill this guy. Them same people were later on saying, yo, Frak may have just 30'd them. That Frak-Hoffa line, that shit was fucking hilarious to me. My man, like what were y'all watching? I don't know what the fuck y'all were watching. So long story short, 4 judges gave the shit to Disaster. How? And then the last dude, who was that R&B guy, who was actually the first judge who called it a draw, comes out and goes, yo, well, does it even matter anymore what I think? They're like, yeah. So they make him come in and he goes, all right, yeah, we're giving it to Disaster. They go to the fan vote, which doesn't matter at this point, and the fan vote has 76% Frak winning. First off, I don't even know how it's that little. That shit should have been 95%. It should have been 100%. We keeping it real, but it shouldn't have been no lower than 95%. There's no way. There's no way. But with Frak getting in at 76%, come on, fam. Then they're sitting there interviewing Disaster and Frak, and Disaster's up there talking about how he was handicapped because he couldn't say something, or he just going on and making it seem like, yeah, he won. Fam, there's no way he won. There's no way. I don't get it. I can't understand for the life of me. What did y'all see here that made y'all think that way? Like, yo, this is not even on no bias shit. Like, this is just keeping it real. Had the man won, I would have said the man won no matter what I think of him. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't win around, in my opinion. How? Tell me how. I mean, we're going to look at this chat real quick, man. And that's probably going to be it for this, man. But Imperial Media Network said, I missed the Frak battle. Everyone's saying he got robbed. What you say? He got robbed. Absolutely got robbed. Salute David Rubin. He said Frak clear. Imperial said, Mad Flex reminds me of a better Emerson Kennedy. How representative of his skill set was today's performance. I didn't see the battle. I only saw this one battle. But Mad Flex is an elite battle rapper, in my opinion. I'm just mad him and Disaster. I mean, him and Thesaurus had to battle each other in the first round. I wish they would have got to see each other later on. I got Saint taking the West, but I would like to have seen Mad Flex and Saint in the finals. But I knew Thesaurus was gonna have something to say about that. I knew it. T-Boo said the Bullets hit. Salute, T-Boo. Yeah, man, that draw shit was crazy. I don't know what's wrong with them. Capology, salute. He said, salute, homie. How you doing? Life treating you good? Nah, life ain't treating me good, especially not after this fucking battle, man. Salute to you, though, man. I hope all is well. Salute, Scotty. Scotty says, sup, y'all. Yeah, Frak was robbed. These judges suck. Why they giving draw decisions? Frak got that second and third easily. Okay, so you gave Disaster the first, but you understand that there's no way he won that battle. Darian Sloop said, was it that bad, bro? It was bad. It was fucking bad, man. T-Boo said, replay is available in boot. I'm not saying that shit, man. Scotty, hey, bro, how you doing? Yeah, Darian, K-Doze. That was bad from K-Doze, man. I was very surprised at K-Doze. He's a judge, and like I said, he's a smart man. He understands battle rap. That was horrible. And then to even go as far as to say that the battle was fire, no, that battle was not fire. T-Boo. I missed the first two, but I missed all the battles. I got home only to the, like I said, when I got home, fucking Lush is sitting there going on a whole shit about what he puts on his tacos. Which, like what the, I don't know what the fuck that was about. And then after that, they went into the battle. And like I said, this is a disappointment and it's a disrespect. Salute to Frak. He later on said that, you know, in a way this could be a blessing for him because he kind of didn't want to be tied into the whole tournament thing. You know, but he might not be feeling it right now. But when he looks back on everything, I think he's going to feel way different in terms of, because he said he was expecting to lose. And not in that way. Like, he was just saying, listen, man, I had a feeling that Disaster was going to show up and go crazy, which he didn't do. And he was like, you know, but hey, I was expecting him going to get crazy. I knew there was a chance I was going to lose. But you could see in Frak's face, like, he's like, yo, he know he won that fucking battle. Like, you know, he's kind of trying to downplay it. But, like, nah, fam. Nah, fam. Because ain't no way you going to look at Frak and say, yo, Frak, do you think that you lost? In no way did he say he thought he lost. He's just saying he just kind of feel like, you know, he's kind of relieved that he just don't have to be stuck in the tournament kind of shit. This fell into that paper ripping part. 2 added Frak's around. Hell yeah. Frak shook the room with that. How does the project for the rest of King? How does this project for the rest of the King KOTD on Twitch? I don't know, man. Like, I seen people. I didn't watch the battle, but I saw because I missed it. But people were saying that they felt like Caustic got robbed, and they gave the battle to Active. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know, man. I really don't know. And again, don't blame this on King of the Dot. Um, as a company, this is not Organic's fault. This is not King Fly's fault. This is none of their fault. I'm not saying that they had nothing to do with picking the judging, but remember, everything is in divisions. So it seemed like most of those people who got picked to be judges were from the West Coast. So I guess they had West Coast media or people associated with Lush judging. Again, I don't know what went into picking the judges. So at the end of the day, man, when it's all said and done, this was a bad look. It's a bad look. This was a people saying that Caustic clearly won. I don't know, but I know for a fact that Frak-Hoffa. Salute to Frak-Hoffa, man. He won, man. People say yeah. People say yeah. Active didn't win Stumble Fest, and they gave him the win. Come on, man. Scotty said they liked Active flow and him being more aggressive, but in actual Caustic had better material. I can see that, man. This ain't good. This ain't good, and this is gonna make people not want to watch the tournament. And I feel like that's messed up for King of the Dot because, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna hold my comments on that because I don't know if they all signed off on who the judges were. But again, if they had people they had people specifically to judge these battles by the division, maybe they grab people from those areas to make sure that those are people who understand what's going on in those environments. That makes a lot of sense. So I totally understand that. You know, if you're gonna put a guy from Europe to come judge New York battle rap, you know, that might not sit well with a lot of people because the styles are different. I personally wouldn't have a problem with that. If you have one, I always say that in all these tournaments, you should have one person from overseas, just to get different perspectives. You should have one person watching from home. You should have one person from overseas. You should have one person in the building. And out of those three people, I feel like one of them should be at least a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because you need these perspectives from people. So again, if these are three people they felt could represent what they doing in correct fashion, then you got to salute King of the Dot. It's not on them if these dudes make a fucked up decision. And they clearly made a fucked up decision, man. But it is what it is. Again, I need you guys. It is important. Go subscribe to my art channel. If you've been listening to me, I'm saying these next few days, I'm putting out some artwork I did that will be put for, what the fuck? What do you call that? Yo, I just drew a thing. What the fuck? You can buy a ticket. You can fucking. We're gonna raffle. That's what it is. We're gonna raffle off some paintings I did here, and the proceeds is gonna be donated to cancer research. All right. So need you guys to go click on that link in the description. Subscribe to my art channel and be alert for that because that is dropping in these next 2 to 3 days. All right. I need you guys' support on that, 100%. Go click that link in the description. Let me check the chat one more time and then we out. Shannon in the building. Salute, Shoe Gang. Son says salute, man. Frak got robbed like a motherfucker. Yeah, he did, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. They all, including, again, that's my salute to K-Dos. That's my guy. Salute to him. But he should be embarrassed by that, man. For real. For real. That's fucked up. And it's $50,000 on the line. Let's not forget that. It's $50,000 on the line and you making decisions like that. That's fucked up, man. Salute, man. He said robbed. Yep. Definitely robbed. Again, go subscribe to my art channel, man. I'm all at y'all.